the smart shunt, the link distributor, the servo GX, the display. We have MPPTs. I have one MPPT to control the input power coming from the solar panels, and I have another MPPT to control the power coming from the windmill. Oh, if I have two different groups of solar panels, probably I need another MPPT, no problem. Those MPPTs provide power coming in into the link distributor. Right now I am going to talk about that. And of course I have the inverters. In this particular case today I am going to explain how to wire that both in a split phase, how to connect both inverters together in tandem, one close to the other one. Why? Because each inverter provides at the end of the day one hot line, one neutral, and one ground, single phase. But my panel will be 240 volts AC, 60 hertz. I need two phases. Okay, this one provides one phase and that one provides the second phase, different phases. Now I have double phase. That's clear, guys? This is why I need connect both of them in tandem, and that configuration is called a split configuration. Good, guys?
Not series. It's not.
No, it's parallel. Right now we are going to check that. It's not series. All right, good. And of course, additional to the solar panels, additional to the windmill, we have the AC panel, and of course we have the bonding conductor, and we have the sacrificial anode. All right? Okay, we are going to start connecting the AC power into the inverter's chargers. The inverter charger internally have one input bus bar here, and other output bus bar for hot, neutral, and ground, hot, neutral, and ground. This one is input and this one is output. Anybody follow me? And internally in this inverter charger you have two data terminals, RG45. Two data terminals to connect this cable, RG. You are familiarized with those wires, no? The RG45. Yeah. All right. You have two terminals to connect, one here with this and other here with this. Yeah. Right now we are going to explain how to use those RG. Okay, that one is proprietary of it's the same brand, Victron. But can I use generic? Yes, but you need to be careful if the order in the color in the wires is exactly the same. Oh, this is white, orange, blue, the cable should be exactly with the same configuration. I recommend if you have a crimper for those connectors, try to buy a crimper to connect new connectors. All right, that's very, very, very important. Okay, guys, ready? And we have the inverters and we have the AC panel, and I think that we are ready to start. We are going to start with the connection. I am here with power coming from the pedestal for a double phase. I have one phase in black color, the other phase in red color, the neutral in blue color, and the ground in green color. That's okay? I have a hot, neutral, and ground. Hot, neutral, and ground coming from the generator, and later we are going to connect in the output hot, neutral, and ground. That's the output entering in the inverters, and after that into the AC panel. Okay, remember that the new technology, those inverters are smart. Those inverters have the ability to allow that the current pass through the inverter directly into the AC panel, and also have the ability to allow that the current enter in the inverter, activate the charger located inside of the inverter, and recharge the battery bank at the same time. That's incredible. The previous inverters years ago, they don't have that ability. They recharge the battery bank only if it's not inverting current. No, this one no. This one they can do both jobs at the same time. That's very, very important. Okay, we have one source of power coming in this position, in the position generator of the automatic transfer switch. This is the automatic transfer switch, and this is the position short power, and this is the output. This is the output, hot, neutral, and ground. All right, we are going to start with those cables, but before of that, I have a recommendation, because I have power coming from the short power and power coming from the generator. You remember what is the inconvenience when I move my boat to another place? I don't know the condition, the electrical condition of that place, and I am going to connect my boat with the short power cable into the pedestal in that building, in that marina, in that house. You remember what was the inconvenience? The ground. If the ground is contaminated, probably I am going to contaminate my boat in the ground of my boat, and the ground of my boat is connected with the bonding conductor, and the bonding conductor is connected with the metallic elements in my boat, and I am going to affect everything with a small current flowing through that ground, and the galvanic corrosion between the similar metals will be accelerated. Yeah? And that's not good. You remember that we install basically the galvanic isolator, no? This is why we are going to install here in the ground, the galvanic isolator in series in the ground line, galvanic isolator. Look at this, that galvanic isolator will be coming from the output of the switch selector, no? The galvanic isolator, and after that I continue. In some cases the ground no enter in the galvanic isolator. The ground goes directly here and goes over there, no problem. And I continue here with my ground directly into the ground bus bar, no guys? And from the ground bus bar I am going to connect with the bonding system, no? That's the condition. All right, that's perfect. The ground is ready. I recommend install another element to protect the inverters. Is the isolator transformer. Do you remember what is the function of the isolator transformer?
Clean the signal.
Clean the signal. Eliminate noise. Eliminate interference. That's not good. Okay, I am going to install here. An isolator transformer. That's okay. This is not mandatory, but it's recommended. Okay, and from that isolator transformer, I am going to provide one hotline that enter in the input of one of the inverters. You see, guys? And the other hotline will be entering in the other hot position of the other inverter. I have hotline number 1 and I have a line 2. That's okay? This is hot. Okay, and what about the neutral? The neutral coming out here from the isolator transformer, will be entering in a neutral bus bar for input, neutral bus bar, neutral, and from that bus bar I am going to fit one inverter and the other inverter in the input. Everybody follow me, guys? I have hot, neutral. Okay, great. Ready. I am ready. And now the ground. The ground is exactly the same. I am going to provide power here. I am going to install here a secondary ground bus bar close to the inverters, and from that ground bus bar I am going to introduce ground here, and I am going to introduce ground over there. Everybody follow me, guys? This is ground coming in. All of those signals are coming in. You see? Entering in the position input of the inverter charger. Right now we are going to follow the wires on the inverter charger. Okay, and now it's nice because in the output terminal located inside of each inverter charger, we have a one terminal for hot, other for neutral, and other for ground. Okay, this one will be the hot line coming out to feed the position number 1 in the main breaker of the AC panel. And this one will be the hot line number 2 to provide power for the second position in the main breaker. This is the main breaker of the AC panel. And now the neutral. Okay, from both neutrals, the neutral of this and the neutral of the second one, I am going to create another neutral bus bar, output neutral bus bar, and from that neutral bus bar, I am going to feed my neutral position here in my panel. You like it? And now it's ready. I have 2 inverters wired in a split, in tandem. This one provides the phase 1 and that one provides the phase 2. Ready. And now you know the process to configure those breakers. You remember, guys? You go over there, you provide power for this and this. You go over there, you are doctors on that. You provide power for those single breakers, and after that you provide power for this, and you provide power for this, and also at the same time you provide power for this, and also at the same time you provide power for this, the phase number 1, and the phase number 2 will be here, and that phase will be that one, and that phase will be that one, and now I have double phase in both panels. Do you remember that? Okay, that's great. And right now the AC current is ready.